Santa, ma che boh. Okay, I think that now we are live. And of course, we have a little problem with our... Okay, it's like that. Hi guys, welcome back. I'm sorry for that. Once again, YouTube sometimes is really painful. So let's wait just... Hi Fethi, how are you? Welcome back. Okay, I'm waiting for everybody to come back. We were almost 20. Hey, Mr. Freak, you're back too. We are back. Don't worry, we are here. So, just to be back with our tutorial, we're gonna do a detail, okay? This detail here, okay? I'm gonna try to do it big so that we can create a nice detail just next to our side view, which is the one that tells us basically what type of design we are doing. And after that, we have to add also a sort of a background that will help the whole composition to become very strong one, very nice one. Okay? So, I start again. Now we are 11. I think that we can start. Okay, so now if I look at my detail here and I try to imagine, okay, we have a section with this, which is like that, and then here it's like this. Because this part here, it's very bubble, okay? It's very round here, all this area. And then here we can imagine that we have the opening of the wheel. Okay? I'm trying to guess, okay? So it means that the section here, if this is our cylinder, okay, here it's like this. Can you see? It's very important that now we start looking at sections before we put shading and we start doing the back, the detailing, okay? So if this is my area, detail area, okay? I'm gonna start putting those lines to show the reflections, okay? Don't worry, because after I will do other stuff. And then here, we have a little bit here. You see? because then we can imagine that the light according to the section and then here we have really the reflection. And then we have to try to blend, of course, this coming down, all right? And now that this is blended, we have to go back and make this darker because this is a reflection. You know, it's like a cylinder, sphere, conic shapes, as we said last time on our Hey Omkar, hello, we are back. I'm sorry for before. It's not my fault. But anyway. Now that we did that, we don't have to forget that we have a glass reflection. Which is here. This is our part of our belt line, okay? And this is a glass reflection. And it is nice that it's going under the side view of the car. Okay, we gotta do this better because it's not nice at the moment. So we have to cross edge a little bit, okay? Then make that line darker. Hi, Infinite Cars, how are you? Aaron Ganeshkar, hello, Marcin. Ciao Marcin, I'm happy that you are back. I'm sorry for this problem of the line, but YouTube... Okay, now that we have to do the core. I have my bracelet that start making a lot of noise. I know, I'm sorry for that. Hi Aaron, I'm fine, thanks. Okay, now let's see how I'm gonna make this core, okay, which is the sky condensation, not sky all together here. Look, I'm very careful how I do it. Very careful. I don't want to mess it up. And most of all, I want to make sure that the shading I'm doing, it really helps to understand the shape. You know, that really we can understand the shape. So now that I did the base, okay, now that I know basically what is dark and what is light and what is white, I'm gonna hit a little bit stronger because as we said, to make a reflection, the darkest part of the sky has to be as dark as the reflection line, all right? So we go in the center of the darkest spot, and we start healing a little bit more. You see? So I'm just gonna do a little bit more, and after nothing else. And how do I know when I'm doing right or wrong? It's a question of feeling. So, Mr. Infinite Cars, this is a Faber-Castell soft blue color. But you can use a Prismacolor soft, okay? Soft color, blue color, or Indigo blue. And it's gonna work really well. Hi, Lina Sharma. Wednesday. Next class Wednesday. Every Monday and every Wednesday. Okay, guys? Don't forget. 6 p.m. Paris time. Soslan Design. What number on the back of your blue pencil? Oh, that's a very nice question. I don't read. 151. It's called Faber-Castell 9201151. 3 stars. Voilà. I gave you everything. All right. I hope that this is good for you to buy the pencil, the right pencil. Okay, now we have this, all right? Now, let's see something together. You see, now we know, we understand this shape. Now, if I do again the sections, okay? Because I want to do the sections. Because the section helps me to talk to my modeler, for example, okay? And when I do the sections, you're gonna, I am playing on the line of the sections the same shading according to the shape. Which means when it's darker, the lines will be darker. And when it's light, the line will be light. And I want to do those sections so that you can understand, so that you get the idea what it means really to think about a shape according to the basic shapes that compose that volume. Can you see now? Krishan, don't worry. So do you see now where the horizon line is on the side view of the car? Kevin, yes, the horizon line is here. It's basically there. There. Imagine 1-point perspective, okay? Okay, so this is a detail, okay? Big, okay? So that we can understand few things. And then we can say, yeah, but maybe the reflection will go up there a little bit. Do you see? The little detail there. With a white spot there, like here. Because those are the reflections lines, you know, they are not all black or all white. There's always, and this is once again something that you have to learn by yourself. It comes out by practicing. Mr. Could you point out where, yeah, yes, definitely. Okay, okay, thank you. All right, good. We got the right answers. Now there's one thing I want to do to give a sort of look what I'm doing now. I am doing this part a little bit darker. And I'm doing it because I want to make sure that my side view stands out compared to the detail, okay? Look, now that the darker looks like the car is popping out. Can you see it? This is a first reading, and this is very dark, of course, but you see that this is on top. And that's what we want, because this makes things look big. Okay, now that we did that, because we want to make sure that we don't lose our main subject, which is our side view, I just add a little bit of shading here, just like running over my detail, which is not such a big deal, okay? Just a little detail on the windshield, okay? And then you know what? We're going to use our white gouache and our magic small brush, because we're going to add few lines, few hot spots, okay? And this is just to complete the whole sketch. So I open it up and I try to prepare my highlight, okay? Already I'm trying, look how I turn my brush, because I'm controlling how the paint it's getting on top of my brush. I want it to be nice, not to be a mess. So it doesn't have to be too much, but it doesn't have to be too little, so that when we put our ellipse, it's gonna be fine. So the first one, I'm gonna put it here. Reflection. Right here. With a little dot next to it. You see? And now I'm gonna put another one here, because this is a very interesting part with this little detail. You see? Look at it. Then I have another one here. That's it. Now, let's see closer. Let's see if you can see better. After I will take a nice picture of this. I'm gonna orientate in a way that maybe you can see better. You see? Look at the highlights. I put the highlights only on the focal point, on the center. I put a little bit here, but we can barely see it here. It's a little detail there, something that you can see after. You can see the little detail there, okay? So the most important thing of all this is that we started with our side view, doing sort of a research of a nice style, okay? Knowing that we want to do something elegant. Then we start working some details to shape our body once we got our proportions. And then with the space that we had here, we decided that we wanted to use this space to make a detail or several details, okay? So we decided to do this detail here, just a close-up. We put some sections so that we can imagine how the volume altogether are really, no? This is sort of a part of a sphere, but this is a cylinder, okay? This is a cylinder that is differently put together. And then when it's a combination of all those basic shapes, that give us this type of design. And now that we did all this, then we went to treat some details to make sure that we had a nice straight reading, good reading of our side view. We put on our focal point, which was concentrated in the central area, our hotspot, our highlights, knowing that we don't put ellipses, big highlights all over, but only concentrate on one line, okay? A little bit inclinated so that it's more dynamic. Knowing that the biggest highlights is on top of the glass, and all the others will be smaller, okay? That's how it is. I already explained this why. And now that we have, that we did this, I can say that we can take our magic felt tip pen to sign it, okay? So today is 14th, okay? Oops. All right. So I hope that you like this one, all right? And now, if you want, we can do just another exercise, a quick one, and then we will finish for today, okay? Now it's already 1 hour that we are together. So, did you like this one? Let me know. I will take a nice picture later on. Good, thank you very much. Okay, so this is, we can put it here. Now, let me prepare like that. And let's do something really, I saw something really nice. I saw a beautiful illustration on Instagram. And I remember that type of perspective. I told myself I should try. I should try that perspective. That perspective was really, really nice. So let me see. I'm putting lines, okay? Because we want to find the right proportions. So I put the lines. And I want to try to do something that okay, so this is basically our constructions, okay? So look, very quick, it's a front view, okay? It's a nice front view. I'm gonna try to make it look good. I still don't know what the hell it's gonna come out, but we will try. Why not? All right. So first of all, I want to do something really powerful. So I always draw very, very light, okay? Very, very light. And now I'm trying to do some kind of section design. You know, quick sketching, okay? We want to do something nice, cool, look cool, okay? We're gonna have fun. This is to have fun, all right? Ah, rearview mirror. I can't believe it. I'm doing it. Yes. This time, yes. Okay, so maybe it's too much. I don't know. We will see after. Can you see it coming out? Yeah, yeah, RN. Yes, Mr. RN. Yes, you're right. There was this nice sketch where we could not see the wheels. There was completely a fish eye perspective. Really, really pushed. That was very nice. I liked it. I should look at it again to it just to make sure that I can understand how to reproduce it. I'm trying to make few corrections, okay? Now I want to make those lines with a lot of personality, you see? So I'm gonna, you see, I want personality. So what does this mean? I don't know. Something aggressive. And then here, of course, we're gonna have a sort of a opening here. You know? And here, the engine, it's gonna be there. Hi, Vatsal. Welcome back. Okay. So what I'm trying to do now, I'm trying to blocking the most important shapes. So I'm gonna play with contrast to make sure that I can create a focal point in this area, okay? And at the same time, that I understand more or less what the hell I'm doing, because I still don't know. Can you see? I'm playing with shapes. I'm just playing with shapes. It's a kind of a dirty, quick sketch. You see, you can even imagine that this is done just to explore something. You see, the most important thing was to understand here, this detail. Is there anything interesting? I don't know. But and the interesting thing I want to show you here is look how many sections I changed in this detail, here in this area. Like this area here. You see, we can see the shape coming in, coming up, going forward. This is something that you have to think of when you do your sketches. Because basically, once you have the proportion, then the sections, you have to put the sections, the right sections. And the section gives you the design, of course. Okay, but it looks not so bad. I think this detail is interesting, this detail here, with a light like that. Those two things together go really well. So, I would say that from sketches like this, what we learn is that there are some details that are nice, that we can use on another sketch. Maybe all this is kind of ugly. If I see only this, it's kind of ugly. But if I concentrate my attention on this detail, maybe it is too complicated here, so maybe I can just kind of modify it. You see, I could just modify it to make it look a little bit better. You see. You see, I'm thinking, just by looking at it, I'm trying to think. You see? No, it looks better. So, made modification, modifying it, we can learn how to make it look better. You see, also here, I modified the section so that it goes better with this line here. Then we can imagine down here all sort of, appendix, stuff like that. So if I do this and then I take a dark marker, let me see if I can find a dark marker. Well, I will just use this one, just to make it fast, okay? You see, we can imagine that here we have a sort of a hole, Another one is here. Okay. You see, if I do that, now we can understand a little bit more about the proportion of the whole front, what is in shadow, what is front wing, you know, intakes, air intakes, and all this is like a modeling, you know, after it's still a little bit confusional, especially in this area. So maybe this should be modified. We should retrace it, okay? And retracing it, we can make it better, of course. Okay. So I would like to. Can you turn the paper? What do you mean? Like that? Sometimes I kind of like those type of sketches like this, you know. I really do because they're kind of fast. Not too many things to do. They are nice. You see, now if I do this, for example, you know, let's imagine that we are doing of this sketch we make a sort of a composition, okay? So I make this a little bit darker, like if there was a glass in the front of it. Then I take my ruler, okay, and I put few straight lines, okay, according to our page, to make sure that it gives a little bit of stability, balance. Okay, then we put another one here. And here too, this sort of quick background we put before. You know, everything has to be really parallel, unless it doesn't work. And then we clean up this line up here too, why not? And here also on the right side, so that we get reference with the border of the paper. Do a little bit better here. Now I make this darker in this area because this is the focal point area, and so doing that, basically I'm pushing and I'm giving more value to the sketch in the area that I am interested in, you know? Which is this one. You see? Look, it looks nice. It looks better now than before. No, leave you. When we use a monochrome etch, it is better not to use other colors because you risk to make a big mess. Because colors, they will mix and it's much better to do this way. So now I will just do better my shading here. The shading should be a little bit more and then here has to be really, really super dark. The bottom. You see, we are framing basically. We are really framing this sketch. Do you see? It looks better now. It's starting to look good. Okay, so now let's still look at this and let's see if we can still do before we say that it's finished, okay? There is one thing that I really don't like is this line here. It's coming down, it's not nice. So I had to fix that. Okay, this is the first thing. Then another thing I believe is this. Yeah, should be more like that. So let's fix this reflection here. The shape, it was not really nice. You see, now it is better. This detail is much, much better now. Look. Isn't it beautiful? And now we're gonna do another thing because it's the time to fix it too. This one here. Like that. And this line here should be a little bit more like that. You see, little things that make this sketch better than before. Much, much better. Also, our mirror should be fixed. A little bit of the interior, just a little bit, so that we get an idea . We want just to have an idea. Of course, we cannot see everything inside. But those little things really give the effect that we are really sketching a part of the interior, even if we don't see everything, of course. Okay, I would say that this is done. All right. So today we did two really nice work, I would say. Not so bad. So I'm very happy that until now we are still 25 watching. That's great. Tell your friends, we had to be more. Okay, so now what I want to do, be careful, I'm gonna move my telephone that does everything. The only thing it cannot do is to cook pasta. But once it is able to cook pasta, I think that all right, so can you hear me? Great. Okay, so we started from here. And we worked on our side view with details until we put even the highlights, which is very nice. After that, we said we're gonna start a quick sketch, choosing a perspective, which was a front perspective. We could do. And we did a sort of quick, all right? It started like a messy sketch. And after the messy sketch with line weight, some stuff, and it came out so bad as a quick study, some detailing, some volume change. And that's what you should do at home, okay? When you sketch on your own, you should try to work. So also for today, this was episode number 20 times together. Not so bad. See you next Wednesday, all right? Okay, and serve proportion for width for front view. Yeah, I didn't see that. Okay. Thank you very much for being with me so long. Sorry. Not the line. I am prego. Next time we will not have that anymore, but I think that's gonna be again. And then what can I say? Thanks again for being there and giving me your company. Okay, I hope that you had fun and that we had fun together.